to the store, give me a cold drink. When I get that cold drink, I'm finna bust it down. Bust it, 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 bust it.
You know, in the mobile game of Injustice Gods Among Us, there are a plethora of well-known DC characters. In fact, there's a total of 35 individual characters and 144 playable versions of those characters. But among them all, Batman is the one character that is most prevalent in the game, as most of y'all already know. But have y'all ever wondered what character is second or third most prevalent in the game?
No!
Well, if your answer is no or not really, then your boy Glaucomus got you covered. Second to Batman is Flash, and third is Green Lantern. And in this video, we're going to be ranking every Green Lantern character in Injustice Gods Among Us. What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day as always. Now, I know it's been a while since I've done one of these ranking videos, but don't worry, I got y'all today. So be sure to like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of this summer, so it's very much appreciated if y'all do that for me. And with that being said, let's get into the video. Still spending hours grinding Injustice Mobile just to unlock a few characters? It's time to start wasting your time and start dominating. At InjusticeMobileMods.shop, we make it simple. Get the characters, power credits, and gear you need, all at the lowest prices with same-day delivery guaranteed. No waiting, no risky sellers, just fast, safe, and reliable service trusted by thousands of Injustice Mobile players. We've helped build players stack rosters, unlock rare elites, and leveled up their accounts without the grind. Need support? We've got real people ready to help you. Need it fast? Most orders are delivered the same day. So if you're ready to skip the hassle and jump straight into the action, visit InjusticeMobileMods.shop now. Power up your team and start winning today. Link in the description below. Now, before we start, let's make some things clear. This video is about the best Green Lantern characters, not the best Green Lantern characters with gears or the best Green Lantern characters with teammates. This video is just flat out about what Green Lantern is best at base, and that is how we're going to rank them. The only way we rank them based on teammates is if that's what their passive is about, because some characters' abilities revolves around them helping out the team. The reason why I had to say this was because on the last ranking character video that I did, I saw some of y'all saying that why didn't I rank him with gears? Even though I specifically said at the end of the video that I'm not ranking them with gears because there's so much gears in the game, and ranking them with gears is a completely different video. Okay, so with that being said, let's begin. Now, in our number 8 spot, we got New 52 Green Lantern. His passive is called Protective Shield, which gives Green Lantern and his teammates a 5% increase to their maximum health. And also, yeah, there's nothing else that this Green Lantern does, hence why it's the lowest on this list. A 5% increase to your maximum health is the equivalent to putting on a band-aid in a boss fight run. It makes absolutely no significance to your original max health. Every Green Lantern card in the game except for Jessica Cruz has a special one which is called Turbine Smash. It is a heavy hitting attack that does a satisfying amount of damage depending on the Green Lantern that you're using. His special 2 is called Grand Slam, which is basically a series of melee attacks. His stats at max level and promotion is 10,000 damage and 19,000 health, which is pretty good for a bronze character. I would also like to say he's one of the more faster fighting Green Lantern cards, where both his light and heavy attacks are easy to land without the need for specific timing, unlike other cards in the game, if you know what I mean. Up next is Prime Green Lantern. I know most of y'all probably would have guessed this one since he's the only other bronze Green Lantern in the game. His passive is called Energy Shield. Now, unlike the last Green Lantern, this passive is actually one of the best bronze character passives in this game. It essentially makes once per match when Green Lantern health is below 40%, he gets a whopping 50% damage reduction for 8 seconds. This passive makes Green Lantern one of the more tankier bronze characters out of the few. His special 2 is Rocket Barrage, an attack where he sends 2 rockets at his opponent, dealing double the damage of New 52 Green Lantern Special 2. His base damage and health is the exact same as New 52 Green Lantern, which is 10k damage and 19,000 health at max level and promotion. Now in the number 6 spot, this is going to be a bit of a controversial one if I do say so myself. In our number 6 spot, we got John Stewart Green Lantern. Yeah, I know y'all weren't expecting that one. I said it, John Stewart Green Lantern. The reason why he's number 6 on this list is because I feel like in terms of damage output, he's one of the weaker Green Lanterns, especially for a gold character. Like, y'all know that the Special 2 is supposed to be one of the few features along with a character's passive that makes them unique and sets them apart. Well, y'all check me on this, but am I the only one that feels like his Special 2 is kind of underwhelming? I swear to God, when I'm using this nigga, it feels like his Special 2 does so little damage, bro. And especially since this video is excluding gear cards. John Stewart Green Lantern is the type of character that makes you wonder if your control is broken, I swear to God. But anyways, his passive is called Emergency Barrier. It's basically a nerf version of the Astro Harness. Literally. It essentially makes once per match when Green Lantern or his teammates are below 20% health, they receive a shield that makes them invulnerable for 4 seconds. So what makes this different from the Astro Harness is instead of offering the shield to one person, it offers it to the whole team. But y'all know the Astro Harness is still better because it gives the shield multiple amounts of times throughout the character's health bar. Now, on paper, this passive sounds quite good, huh? Well, characters such as Luchador Bane, Prime Ares, Prime Batman, etc. can completely negate his passive because they have one-hit specials. So if their damage output is high enough to knock out the enemy, using that special, it can bypass the emergency shield. So not only is Black Lantern's Special 2 trash, but his whole passive can be countered, and his base stats in terms of damage is just dog water for a gold character. 20k damage at max for a gold character is below underwhelming, dog. That's literally in silver character level. So in case I haven't said this yet, his stats at max health and promotion is 20,000 damage and 51,000 health. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, his passive along with his stats make me get the impression that he's supposed to be like a tank / support character, and that's why his stats are the way they are. But anyways, the Special 2 that I've been ranting about is called Parallel Nature. It starts off with him sliding on the ground and tripping over the enemy, and then he uses his ring to create a big fist which he uses to punch the enemy, and then he uses the ring again to create a gun which he uses to shoot down the enemy. Now imagine all that I just said just now, just for the outcome to be the equivalent of using a Nerf gun to shoot a criminal. Now in the number 5 spot, we got Regime Green Lantern. Yes, I did just put a silver character over a gold character. Come fight me about it. Regime Green Lantern is one of, if not the best silver character in the game because of his stats and his overpowered passive, which is called Power Battery, which gives Green Lantern and his teammates a 25% power generation increase. And that's it. This one sentence passive alone makes Green Lantern one of the best characters in Injustice Gods Among Us. The most dominant and strongest fighting mechanic is specials, and this character essentially makes you utilize that mechanic the most in the game. It is literally a game-breaking passive ability. It can make a lopsided match pull a complete 180 in your favor. He's one of those characters that can turn the corner of your whole squad, especially in power-dependent teams. He's the engine. Pair him with someone like Shazam or Raven and you've got a game changer in your hands. At max, he does 23,000 damage and has 44,000 health. Do y'all realize that he's literally does more damage than John Stewart at max? Let that sink in real quick. A silver character doing more than a gold character at max. That was one of the factors that led me to put him above John Stewart. But just his passive alone was enough to make me put him over John Stewart, because even his stats were trash. Just his passive alone can make him one of the most pivotal characters in teams. He doesn't really need to fight, he just needs to be on the team to utilize him. So with that fact, he is one of the most strongest silver characters in the game. Along with his broken passive ability, Regime Green Lantern earns his spot in the top 5 spot on the list. In the number 4 spot is Red Lantern Hal Jordan. Now, while making this video, I was wondering if these cards such as Red and Yellow Lantern counted as Green Lantern characters, so I checked the Injustice Mobile Wiki and I did indubitably see them under Green Lantern characters. So for the few of y'all who are saying they aren't Green Lantern characters, don't blame me, blame the Injustice Mobile Wiki, alright? Now, Red Lantern since release has been a very controversial character because he has a unique mechanic which is also his passive called Red Lantern's Rage. This mechanic makes it so that instead of consuming power to use special attacks, it consumes some of Red Lantern's health instead, and the higher the level of the special that is used, the more health that is consumed. Now, the reason why he's so controversial isn't only because of this drastic disability. They also made it so that his character cannot heal in any way or form. I remember as a kid playing this game using Red Lantern for the first time and seeing those special bars load up thinking that this character was a cheat code, only to realize that it was actually the exact opposite. Just playing with this character alone makes it feels like the odds are against you in every way, shape, or form. Like, imagine not only having to worry about your opponents deteriorating your health, but also your own self. And you can't even do nothing about it because you can't heal or recover in any way. But one advantage that Red Lantern at least have that is not stated is that he's immune to power drain effects. A lot of y'all probably didn't even know this, but he is. At max level and promotion, Red Lantern does 51,000 damage and has 141,000 health. I think the reason they gave him so much health is to prevent him from dying from using 3 specials. Coming up next in our number 3 spot is Red Sun Green Lantern. This character is an absolute soldier of a character. Like, just look at his glorious design. By the way, that technology on his body looks like some shit that you'd find on Earth 2 or some shit. Anyways, his passive is called Red Sun Energy Armor. Sounds kind of flat and corny and cliche, but it essentially makes Red Sun characters who are on Green Lantern's team get a 20% special damage reduction. And he also makes them immune to crit and stun. Now, if that isn't a fucking game-breaking ability, I don't know what is, bro. His character literally counters more than half the characters in the game on top of a 20% special damage reduction. That is just insane, bro. His special 2 is called Guardian. This is a heavy hitting series of attacks where he propels his elbow into the opponent at the end. It does a good satisfying amount of damage. His base stats at max per level and promotion is 43,000 damage and 101,000 health. Now we have officially made it into top 2. I just want to say the decision of the positioning of these spots was so hard to make because both of the remaining characters have good stats and both of them also have game-changing passives. So with that being said, the character that I chose to be in number 2 spot is Yellow Lantern Hal Jordan. He is one of the very few characters in the game that has 3 passives, which is called Instilling Fear. Now, as I just said, it contains 3 abilities. 1, if an opponent tags out, Yellow Lantern steals 25% of their power. 2, Yellow Lantern steals an additional 20% power if the opponent tags out is a Green Lantern character. And 3, all green characters take 10% more damage from Yellow Lantern. Now, if this passive isn't dick eating, I don't know what is. Literally half the stuff this nigga do is targeted at the Green Lantern characters. Yellow Lantern Special 2, which is my favorite Green Lantern Special 2 in the game, which is called Heavy Weaponry. This is the most creative Green Lantern special in my personal opinion. It starts off with Hal Jordan giving the enemy a nasty uppercut with his boxing gloves, and then he sends down a rocket towards the enemy and he finishes them off by nuking them with a school bus. His base stats at max is 69,000 damage and 133,000 health, making him the strongest Green Lantern character in terms of stats. In the number 1 spot, we got none other than Jessica Cruz. I'm just glad that the person that holds the number 1 spot is black, because this game does not have a good track record when it comes to strong black heroes. Okay, so let's begin with stats. At max, Jessica Cruz does 66,000 damage and has 135,000 health. Jessica has 2 passives. One of them gives her friend Kilowig a chance to come in during her basic attack combo and stun the opponent, giving you enough time to get a double combo, while also making your power generation so much easier. And her second passive makes it so that with each Green Lantern character on her team, the more her special 2 attack extends. This ability makes Jessica one of the highest damage outputting special 2 characters in the game, rivaling Teen Titans Raven. If you don't know, Teen Titans Raven literally has one of, if not the highest damaging special 2 in the whole game, and Jessica with that passive rivals that, along with another passive that stuns and make power generation easier, complemented by her stats, which is the second highest in terms of Green Lantern characters. And another factor that makes her even more formidable is that she is a rebirth character, meaning that she can gain benefits from both Rebirth teams, which is a team known for their expertise in power generation, and Green Lantern teams, which consists of mostly defense-focused characters. So with that in mind, you can get a lot of versatility with Jessica, more than any other Green Lantern character. With Jessica Cruz, there's also a glitch you can do with her to counter the invincible setup with the right gears, but we're not even gonna get into that because this list is not ranked based off gears. And with that being said, you guys have made it to the end of the video. Do y'all agree with the rankings on this list, or do you think I made a bad decision? Let me know down in the comments below. Once again, for the 69th time, this list is ranked solely on the character's abilities and strengths without the inclusion of gear cards. So be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.